everyone, it is Jacqueline and I'm here today to give you an update review on M.A.C Pro Conceal and Correct palette. And I did a review a while back, but the quality was poor and it looked like a hot mess, so I figured I'd do an updated review in better quality and more in-depth. And I've been wanting to do this for a long while, but I've been a hardcore procrastinator. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been putting stuff off till the very last second, and I finally said enough is enough. I'm gonna film it. So here I am to talk about this. And this is the M.A.C Pro Conceal and Correct palette. This is in the shade Light, and there is 6 shades, and I believe this one, okay, yeah, I'll do it in order. NC 15, NC 20, Pale Yellow, W10, and W20 in Pale Pink. So I'm gonna swatch these really quick. This is like, I'm getting color confused right now. Yeah. All these shades right now are pretty light for me right now. Okay, so let me see this. This is NC 15, NC 20, Pale Yellow, the W10, NW20 in Pale Pink. So I believe, I'm not really familiar with M.A.C like color coding because I don't use their foundation or anything. This is like the main face thing that I have from them, and I believe that the C means cool toned and that the W signifies warm. And I'm sorry for that. I just blocked the camera. Anyways, so I heard that if you wear a NW or W foundation, then you want to pair it with a cool tone concealer, and if you wear a cool toned foundation, you want to wear a, did I say cool tone? Warm toned concealer. So this palette I've had since December, and I honestly haven't used it that much. I thought I'd use it like every day, and that's not the case because it is time consuming to apply it, and I think it's just quicker to grab like one of these concealers and swipe it underneath my eyes. And that's, I have to wake up really early and I wake up later than I should, so I have to rush to get ready. So this isn't for me on a typical day. I usually use this for like special occasions and stuff. And the formula is pretty, like, it's not dry, but it's not as smooth as I thought it would be. Like, for an example, this is L'Oreal's True Match Concealer Crown, and this is so creamy and so smooth, and I can just blend it out like that effortlessly. And then for the M.A.C, I'm gonna take, what is this color? WNC20? Yeah, NC20. And then putting it right here. And it just takes more time to blend it out because it is a little bit drier and thicker. And because of that, it is a full coverage concealer. And the way I apply this, I used to apply it with a brush, but if you apply it with a brush, then you'll see brush strokes, and that's not really good. So what I do is I get a damp beauty blender, and you don't have to buy like the $16 beauty blenders. I got this from Ross for like, Marshall's for like $4 or $3, and you can get it on Amazon too. And I just put it on one concealer, and then I just dab it and smooth it out. And I do this in my, where I'm red usually. For my red areas, I'll put the pale yellow and then put a concealer color on top of that. And then for my under eyes, I'll put the pink, and then on top of that put one that matches my skin color. And I have pretty dry under eyes in the summertime. For some reason, my skin gets more dry in the summertime than it does in the winter. So if that's the case, my camera is gonna fall. If that's the case, when my skin's dry, I just get like a thin lotion, liquidy lotion like this Olay Complete one. And then I'll put it on top of it to like moisturize my face, because this concealer is not really moisturizing at all, which is one of the downsides. And or after I put on a concealer, which I did not even blend this out, I'll go over with like a thin mousse foundation. This is CoverGirl's whipped cream, and I'll just put it over there just to moisturize the concealer. But you don't have to do that. And also with this concealer, it does go into your fine lines. So what I do is when I put it under my eyes, I'll just smooth it out and then get a powder and put it on top of the concealer so it doesn't crease. So that's how I apply it and how I use it. I know some people are wondering if you can use this for contouring, and I wouldn't suggest that, because if you get a palette that's in your skin tone, the darkest shade won't be dark enough for you to contour with. And I'm gonna go on the M.A.C website and read what it says. It says, this is a professional palette of four concealer shades and 2 corrector shades in pale yellow and pale pink, enriched with antioxidants and suited for all skin types. They can be used individually or combined to perfectly match any skin tone. So that is one of the pluses for this palette. If you have a skin tone that's like, you can't find the perfect concealer for you, this is good because you can mix palettes. Not mix palette, you can mix the concealer palettes. Yeah, that's what I meant. And for doing that, usually I just get this and then like dab it into, but if you don't want to mess these up, you can put this colors with a brush on this side here, blend it out, get a beauty blender, and then put it on. And they do have, I think, yeah, 4 shades in this palette. They have, this is in light. They have medium, medium deep, and dark. The thing that I wish was that they had, I wish they had a color between light and medium, because in the summertime this is too light for me, and in the wintertime it does match pretty fine, but I wish it was just in between so I could transition to summer and into fall. And the medium was too dark for me, so I think there should be a little in between. Also, I want to mention the longevity of this concealer. I say it lasts roughly around 12 hours. But that's with a powder. If you don't put a powder, it ends up creasing. It kind of slides down a little bit. So I definitely recommend putting a powder over the concealer once you apply it to make sure it stays in place, especially if you have oily skin. So yeah, I'd say 12 hours, and it is waterproof, so that is a good and bad thing, because it's gonna be harder to take your makeup off. But that just strings of power, so if you want to wear it in the pool, I guess you can. So the main question here is this concealer palette worth buying? And my camera's saying broke, so I'm going to be a little wobbly on this because I have to hold it. So I'm sorry in advance. You know, like back, I'm like zoomed into my face. But it really depends on you. Like, if you are an aspiring makeup artist and you do work on clients, I say that this palette is worth purchasing, because you are gonna have to have different color varieties and foundation and concealer. So with this palette, you do have a variety in light skin tones, so that's good. But like, you're gonna have a wide variety if you are a makeup artist, so you like having each palette would be a little too much. So I think it really depends. It really depends. But if you have dry skin, like really dry skin, I wouldn't really recommend this because it clings to dry patches, and you can put lotion on it or a foundation mousse to kind of moisturize your face, but that's just additional cost to make this concealer work for you. So I think you're better off going and purchasing a cheaper alternative. And I say a cheaper alternative is this L'Oreal True Match concealer. It is one shade, but that's all I really need. But if you prefer to have a color corrector and different concealer options to mix, and I get the Sonia Cashew, try that out. They have a concealer palette, and I believe it's 2 concealers, 2 color correctors, and the e.l.f. has 6 I can't pronounce things, 6 shades, but they are smaller quantities, so you're getting a lot less, and it does run out quicker. This whole palette will last you for a long while because it's not a palette you would use every single day. This is more like a once in a while concealer because it's very full coverage and it takes more time to apply. So if you're someone that has to put makeup on really fast and get out of the house, then I wouldn't really recommend this because it is time consuming to apply, but for special events it is good. But yeah, that wraps up the whole video. I hope you enjoy this review, and I'm gonna really try to make more videos. It is not guaranteed because I really procrastinate. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I wait till the last minute for everything. But I'm gonna give time into videos. And if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.